Spider-Man: No Way Home, Phase 4's largest film thus far, is finally here, introducing the multiverse to the MCU in the most palpable way yet, but already talk is shifting to the future and the prospect of Spider-Man 4. While there has been speculation that No Way Home represents an end for Tom Holland's Spider-Man, the film's finale does hint to potential tales for Marvel's web-slinger. And the truth of a brand as large as Spider-Man is that various parties will be pushing for what happens next. Is the MCU's Spider-Man 4 confirmed? Sony's Amy Pascal, who eagerly talked about plans for additional Spider-Man material in an interview with Fandango, the movie, came the closest Sony or Marvel have been to a confirmation that Tom Holland will return as Spider-Man in the MCU. This is not the final film we will create with Marvel. This is not the final Spider-Man film. We're working on the next Spider-Man film with Tom Holland and Marvel. We're thinking of this as 3 films, and we'll go on to the next 3. This is not the final installment of our MCU film series. Pascal has now retracted her words, claiming that if it were up to her, Sony and Marvel Studios' collaboration would continue. How No Way Home sets up Spider-Man 4's Venom story. Sony has confirmed that Spider-Man: No Way Home will be part of a crossover event with the Marvel Cinematic Universe. At this stage, it's hard to tell what the Avengers even is as an initiative. In order to make sense in a crossover, he needs more of his solo MCU story told. Sony could pull a switcheroo and send him over to the Sonyverse for his next movie. Tom Hardy's Eddie Brock leaves a part of his symbiote behind in the MCU, hinting that more Spider-Man action is on the way. Repairing his relationship with MJ and Ned would seem to be a big part of the next stage of his life too, but with both leaving for MIT in Boston, Peter will be left alone in New York. Could Maguire and Garfield's multiverse Spideys return in Spider-Man 4? Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield's roles in No Way Home should kick up interest in reviving both of their respective Spider-Man series. Neither seems particularly likely unless either feels the need to address any unfinished business, and one of them returning to play Peter Parker would be perfect. It would make more sense for them to perhaps be drawn into a Secret Wars multiverse crossover. Spider-Man's new suit is introduced at the end of No Way Home. In Spider-Man: No Way Home's final scene, Peter Parker is shown to make his own new costume. It feels like a conscious decision to homage Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. The homemade suit is a great move, though the question of whether it frees Sony from some of the ties to the MCU should be considered. Did No Way Home tease Kraven's arrival in the Spider-Verse? An Easter egg hints that Peter Parker's future may lie in another universe as Kraven's biggest target. The film ends with the suggestion of infinite multiverse individuals, both friend and foe, who know Peter Parker as their own character in their respective universes. When could Spider-Man 4 release? Spider-Man: The 4th of May not be released until 2023, but that would fit with Marvel's other announced properties in the second half of 2023. Leaving too big a gap between Spider-Man movies would not make fiscal sense. A crossover event that Sony has lent Peter Holland for could push the release back to early 2024. For now, there's no firm confirmation, so following precedent is the only hint. For more infotainment, subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to get new video updates. Thanks for watching.